Welcome, friends and subscribers, to a journey of faith, the demonic, and an encounter between darkness and light. Today, we delve into the profound and sometimes unsettling experiences that shape our understanding of the divine and the demonic. Let's begin. 1 John chapter 4, verse 4. You, dear children, are from God and have overcome them, because the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. Stuart was a biker at our church who had been radically saved from gang life. At the time, I was a young, spirit-filled Christian in my 20s, around 1984. He said that a regular part of his personal ministry was to witness to witches and warlocks from a nearby coven. He even took them to a midweek service at the nearby Assembly of God, which I was unable to attend. Stuart said that he had seen demons in one of them. The pastor started the meeting by rebuking and binding Satan. Immediately, one of his guests started to act strangely, manifesting. They were soon flailing around on the floor while knocking over a folding chair and foaming at the mouth. Stuart had other stories too. The topic of demons and possession was not exciting in the least. Expressing my skepticism to my friend Gary, who had been at the service, he confirmed the account. Frankly, I found the whole thing to be quite terrifying. My limited worldview prevented me from being exposed to a wide variety of biblical experiences. The book Satan's Cellar by Mike Warnke haunted me. I wanted nothing to do with all this fighting the devil they were doing. Some of Mike's claims have since come under scrutiny, but at the time they had a profound effect on me. Education and ministry. My passion to serve God grew. In addition to Bible classes, I spent the next year intensely studying. One of my favorite resources was Jane, the owner of the Christian bookstore near my home. Fairly often, I would chat with her about things I was studying. I'm sure I probably mentioned my lack of knowledge regarding the devil. She recommended a small section of books. I thumbed through a dozen of them and purchased 5 or 6. I educated myself on the occult, witchcraft, and non-Christian religions by reading Josh McDowell's books and those of others. Unsurprisingly, I discovered numerous scriptural references to demons and other demonic occurrences. The spiritual realms were intellectually fascinating. After meeting with my priest, he arranged an additional meeting with our diocesan bishop. He felt there was an important message for young parishioners that he didn't think he could reach from the pulpit on Sunday mornings. They asked me to create a 1-hour presentation for youth groups in my denomination. Enlisting the help of another young adult who was in recovery, together we took turns telling our stories and running the presentation. We were on a quest to reveal the devil's influence hidden within music and other forms of entertainment. The ministry even had business cards. The price of engagement. I had no idea what the wiles of the devil were, but I was about to find out. Although passionate about ministry, I was inexperienced and a bit overconfident. I wasn't expecting a personal power struggle with the devil and his merry band of thieves and murderers. The resulting path was not only marked with a carrion disappointment, but without the tools of spiritual warfare, I was on a fast track to disaster. My denomination, the Episcopal Church, was not any better equipped than I was at the time. They were financially and spiritually behind me in terms of this ministry. None of us were equipped for the intercession required for the success of this endeavor. John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. To put it simply, no one messes with the devil without paying a price. I was no exception. The year I spent exposing the devil cost me dearly. The Bible is clear that there is opposition to the good works we long to participate in. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. This season of my life halted when I lost everything I cared about. My romantic relationship ended painfully, my job wasn't working out, my finances were in shambles, and even my car was beyond repair. All the things that had brought happiness, value, and joy to my life were gone. I was alone, depressed, and brokenhearted. I quit the ministry. How could this happen? As I confronted the darkness that had taken hold of my life, a glimmer of light began to emerge. The Holy Spirit was there. It wasn't immediate, but slowly I started to see a way out. The light was faint, but it was there, guiding me, offering hope amidst the despair. I realized that even in my darkest moments, there was a spark within me that refused to be extinguished. This light, this hope, was my beacon. Jesus comforted me. What went wrong? First, I didn't spend enough time understanding the call on my life. I didn't pray enough. I had an idea and impetuously ran with it, like the Apostle Peter might have. As a bit of a lone ranger fighting the devil without clearly hearing from God, I failed to ask others for prayer and direction. I grossly underestimated the power of the demonic realms. Having books on astrology and witchcraft in my house for research reasons opened a door to the demonic. During that time, a church member paid me a visit on an unrelated matter. She blurted out, only moments after entering my home, "It sure is dark in here. What in the world are you doing?" she inquired. I should have realized then that I was in big trouble, as she easily discerned there was an ungodly presence. With great zeal, I explained the project we were working on. Without much more discussion, she dropped off chord sheets for an upcoming song service I was going to play, and then left. As night fell a few days following her visit, the demonic presence grew quite strong. I feared for my life as I lay in bed. I prayed in the spirit and eventually fell asleep in the early morning hours. I awoke the next morning to an incredible sense of peace. My bedroom was bathed in a bright white light, more brilliant than the brightest winter day. This magnificent light was even visible under the bed. I realized that there were no shadows in the room, only an incredible light. As it faded, I realized it was raining outside, a gloomy and miserable day in Old Saybrook, Connecticut. Alone, I lay in bed fascinated with God's triumphant entry, winning this war over darkness. This is one of the short stories in my book, From Darkness to Light. Thank you for watching The Nonprofit. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the link in the description for more details.